Hello, my name is Miles Warner, and I'm going to be talking a little bit and reading about Dante's Inferno and the story that Dante and Virgil take through the different areas of hell. And yeah, let's get into it. So I'm going to start off in Canto 3, where they have just arrived and they're going to try to pass into the city of woe. Um, Through me you pass into the city of woe. Through me you pass into eternal pain. Through me, among the people lost for aye, justice the founder of my fabric moved. To rear me was the task of power divine, supremest wisdom and primeval love. Before me things create were none, save things eternal, and eternal I endure. All hope abandon ye who enter here. So obviously, all hope abandon ye who enter here is a very quoted and well known line in Dante's Inferno. It's kind of one of those lines that's like a little bit scary because it's like, okay, well, you're going like Dante's going into this, and it's saying like, if you come in here, like abandon all your hope because there's no chance of escape. Like they're past purgatory. There's no working your way through and making it to paradise. They're already through. So I'm gonna keep reading now. Such characters in color dim I'd mark over a portal's lofty arch inscribe, where I thus master these words import hard meaning. He as one prepared replied, here thou must all distrust behind the leaves. There be vile fear exhausted. We are come where I have told thee we shall see the souls to misery doomed, who intellectual good have lost, and where his hand he had stretched forth to mine, with pleasant looks, whence I cheered into that secret place he led me on. Here sighs with lamentations and loud moans resounded through the air pierced by no star, that even I wept at entering. Various tongues, horrible languages, outcries of woe, accents of anger, voices deep and hoarse, with hands together smote the swelled the sound, made up a tumult that for ever whirls round through the air with solid darkness stained, like to the sand that in the whirlwind flies. So, here throughout the actual whole story of Dante's Inferno, we see that Dante kind of like faints and gets very emotional, as anyone would going through and seeing the sights that he saw. But many times he even passes out because of either the smell of the area that they just walked into or the cries and moans of the people that are suffering. And so it says here that he even wept at entering. So just entering the city of woe and hearing the loud moans and the cries of pain, it caused him such emotion that he even wept. So, I mean, he's just overwhelmed. I then, with error yet encompassed, cried, O Master, what is this I hear? What race are these who seem so overcome with woe? He thus to me, this miserable fate, suffer the wretched souls of those who'd lived without or praise or blame, with that ill band of angels mixed, who'd nor rebellious proven, nor yet were true to God, but for themselves were only. So this area of hell, you could say, they haven't really entered into the real hell and suffering of specific punishment yet, but this area of hell is kind of like, it's like limbo in a way, which is actually a part of Dante's Inferno. But this is the people that they were rebellious, but they weren't true to God. They weren't true to themselves. They were just kind of in the middle. And even in the Bible, it talks about being hot or being cold. God would rather you be completely against him or completely for him than in the middle. And he says that be hot or cold, but if you're lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth. So this is the area of hell which God might even hate the most, because you're on the fence and he spews you out of his mouth. So this is kind of the area of hell that neither can decide whether or not they want to be for God or for themselves. Then, looking further onwards, I beheld a throng upon the shore of a great stream, where I thus, Sir, grant me now to know whom here we view, and whence impelled they seem so eager to pass o'er. I discern, through the blear light, he thus to me in a few, this shalt thou know, soon as our steps arrive besides the woeful tide of Acheron. So Acheron is a river where people are stuck. And throughout the story of Dante's Inferno, Dante actually speaks to a lot of the souls that are in hell, and he actually knows some of them. And Dante's kind of battling in himself this like anger and hatred towards these people, and then also these pity and these emotions of sorrow, and for these people, and so you kind of see him as he's battling through these different emotions in his mind, of where he's angry at this one person and yelling and wishing that more suffering is on him, and then places where he's pitying these people that have done these horrible crimes. So that's all we're going to talk about today. But Dante is a very interesting character, and I hope you get the chance to read through all of Dante's Inferno. If you haven't had the chance to, it's got quite an interesting ending, how they travel through all the way to the center of hell, down Satan, and then the world flips upside down, and then they're going up to heaven, where he has to go through purgatory. So yeah, that's all that I have for today. Thank you.